Hello, first graders. Now we're going to be reading together My Father's Dragon by Ruth Strauss Gannett, illustrated by Ruth Chrisman Gannett. We are going to be reading today together aloud Chapter 7. There will be times when Mrs. Bates asks you questions, and I would like for you to think about your answers as we read them. Number 1, who is our main character? Who is our main character? That's right, Elmer Elevator. This is the author's father. Where is Elmer Elevator? In Chapter 7 as we begin. Elmer Elevator is in the jungle on Wild Island. In our last chapter, who did Elmer Elevator meet? In our last chapter, Elmer Elevator met the rhinoceros at the weeping pool. How did he trick the rhinoceros into not harming him at the weeping pool and drowning him? What did he pull out of his knapsack? Do you remember? That's right, it was a toothbrush and toothpaste. Why was the rhinoceros crying? It was because his tusk was now a dingy color, and he was sad because he thought it looked ugly. Chapter 7, My Father Meets a Lion. Let's begin reading aloud, all of us together. Here we go. My father waved goodbye to the rhinoceros, who was much too busy to notice. Got a drink farther down the brook and waded back to the trail. He hadn't gone very far when he heard an angry animal roaring. Ding blast it! I told you not to go blackberrying yesterday. Won't you ever learn? What will your mother say? My father crept along and peered into a small clearing just ahead. A lion was prancing about, clawing at his mane, which was all snarled and full of blackberry twigs. Ladies, let's read on. The more he clawed, the worse it became, and the madder he grew, and the more he yelled at himself because it was himself he was yelling at all the time. Who was the lion yelling at? He was yelling at himself the whole time. No one else was there with him. All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and continue. Read along with Mrs. Bates. My father could see that the trail went through the clearing, so he decided to crawl around the edge in the underbrush and not disturb the lion. So, I want you to think, why do you think he decided to crawl around the edge of the clearing in the underbrush and not disturb the lion? What do you think? Do you think if he was in the clearing, do you think the lion could see him more clearly? Maybe if he went around the edge in the underbrush, the lion would not see him. Let's keep going, gentlemen. He crawled, and the yelling grew louder and louder. Just as he was about to reach the trail on the other side, the yelling suddenly stopped. Again, who was yelling? It was the lion. Ladies, let's continue. My father looked around and saw the lion glaring at him. the lion charged and skidded to a stop a few inches away. Wow, a few inches is very, very, very close. And there he is. Do you see the picture of the lion? Look at all the blackberry twigs and tangles that are in his mane. I can see why he was yelling. It's quite a mess, isn't it? What do you suppose Elmer Elevator will pull out of his knapsack this time to keep from getting eaten by the lion? Let's see. Ladies, let's go on. Who are you? The lion yelled at my father. My name is Elmer Elevator. Where do you think you are going? I'm going home, said my father. That's what you think, said the lion. Ordinarily, I'd save you for afternoon tea, but I happen to be upset enough and hungry enough to eat you right now. Do you think that Elmer Elevator is in trouble? Oh my goodness, I think he better think quickly how he can rescue himself. Gentlemen, let's go forward. And he picked up my father in his front paws to feel how fat he was. My father said, "Oh, please, lion, before you eat me, tell me why you are so particularly upset today." It's my mane, said the lion, as he was figuring out how many bites the little boy would make. You see what a dreadful mess it is, and I don't seem to be able to do anything about it. My mother is coming over on the dragon this afternoon, and if she sees me this way, I'm afraid she'll stop my allowance. Ladies, let's continue. She can't stand messy manes, but I'm going to eat you now, so it won't make any difference to you. Wow. Let's see what happens next. Let's continue, ladies. Oh, wait a minute, said my father, and I'll give you just the things you need to make your mane all tidy and beautiful. I have them here in my pack. If you've not read this yet, think in your head, what did Elmer Elevator pack in his knapsack? What did the cat say to put it there that would save him when he went to Wild Island from the wild animals? Gentlemen, let's continue. You do, said the lion. Well, give them to me, and perhaps I'll save you for afternoon tea after all. And he put my father down on the ground. Did Elmer Elevator's quick thinking save him, do you think? Let's all read together. My father opened the pack and took out the comb and the brush and the 7 hair ribbons of different colors. Look, he said, I'll show you what to do on your forelock, where you can watch me. First, you brush a while, and then you comb, and then you brush again until all the twigs and snarls are gone. Then you divide it up in 3 and braid it like this, and tie a ribbon around the end. Wow, what a great idea. So he is teaching the lion how to what with his hair? How to braid his hair and put ribbons on it. Ladies, let's continue. As my father was doing this, the lion watched very carefully and began to look much happier. When my father tied on the ribbon, he was all smiles. Oh, that's wonderful. Really wonderful, said the lion. Let me have the comb and brush and see if I can do it. So my father gave him the comb and the brush. and the lion began busily grooming his mane. Everyone, let's read the last sentence. As a matter of fact, he was so busy that he didn't even know when my father left. So, did Elmer Elevator's quick thinking of giving the lion a comb and a brush and the 7 ribbons work? Wow, I think perhaps it did. Let's look ahead. And then there he is, the lion. And it looks so beautiful. Let's count the ribbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My goodness. When the lion's mother arrives, she will be so pleased. Maybe, just maybe, she might even give the lion a double allowance this week. Alrighty, lights out for today. I hope you enjoyed reading aloud with Mrs. Bates this chapter. Take care. Bye-bye.